I'm Sierra Phelps, and this is Haley Katrupi. We're both students at Stafford Technical Center in the Public Safety program, and we're both really close friends through Stafford. And we're both active members in the SAD program and in our community. We're both active in our sports teams at Mill River Union High School. And on the night of October 16th, we went to a football game at Rutland High School, and then we came back to my house before going to meet up with a friend in Rutland.
While we were at Sierra's, we decided that we were going to just grab some crackers to take on the road because we were going back, and it was kind of late, and we both had early curfews, so we wanted to get there fast to meet our friends so we had more time. And while we were on our way, I decided that Sierra could get her own, so I held the box over, and she decided to reach in like this. And that's when we came around the corner, and she lost control. And we ended up just going off the road and rolling the car. We started to lose control, and we caught where the edge where you see the dirt, where the pine needles were, and we caught the wet grass and started to turn sideways up here a little ways, and we completely went sideways near the telephone pole, and then we got caught in the culvert that you see over there, and we hit that and flipped up in the air and landed on the driver's side A-frame. And then we rolled over those big rocks that you see on the other side of that truck. And we landed up on the broken fence post where we were talking before. And we were stuck up like this. This is the front end of the car.
Well, we got a phone call. What time was it?
About 9:30.
And I think I had been asleep on the couch, which is typical of me. And John came in and woke me up to say that Haley was on the phone and that she had been in a bad accident. And I said, well, I just talked to her probably half an hour before that. And they were in Rutland. And he said that they were up in Chippenhook or Clarendon Springs and had gone off the road. So I got on the phone with Haley, and she was sounding very calm. So I thought, she said that they'd been in a bad accident. So I thought, well, you know, she's never really been in an accident before. So, you know, I felt like, well, they probably just went off the road, maybe hit a tree or a post or something and did some major damage to the car. But she sounded fine, so I thought it couldn't have been too bad. But she was shaken up, so I said, you know, your dad will come out. I would have gone too, but my other daughter, Annie, was not home yet, and she was expected home a little while with a friend. So I felt like I needed to stay home, and John went out to the scene of the accident, and when he called me to tell me how bad it was, I was quite surprised because she had sounded so calm.
When I got on the scene and everything, when I got called, I went out and we were requested for the state police for the vehicle, got to the vehicle, and when I got on scene, the vehicle was sitting up on its roof like this, you know, on the end of the vehicle. And of course I had to cessate the vehicle to find out how I can get it off the pole. I pulled in the person's driveway on the grass, lifted the end of the vehicle up, and then we took the pole, like a little fence pole, I forget, you know, like on a fence, and then I had to take it off. They took that down and I loaded it up, and then I loaded it up on the vehicle. And no, when I got there, it was up on its, it was up like this, so it was pretty high.
Approximately 10 o'clock at night on the 16th of October 2009, I was summoned to a motor vehicle accident on Walker Mountain Road in Clarendon. It's a single vehicle accident. 2 occupants in the vehicle, 2 young females of high school age. The operator was outside the vehicle and being tended to by medical personnel. The passenger of the vehicle was actually assisting with the medical personnel.
There were 2 occupants, and one of them was out walking around. Didn't appear injured at all. And we were directed to another one that was laying on the ground. She was laying face down, complained of a headache and some right upper chest pain. She didn't have any obvious injuries to her neck or back or arms, and she didn't have any obvious bleeding at that point.
When the accident started, I know I first screamed, "Oh my God." After that, I don't remember really much anything because I know I was knocked unconscious. And then I came back conscious And then I just remember laying on the ground because I know I crawled out of the car. And I remember seeing headlights in my eyes from another car that was on the scene and hearing the song Already Gone.
First reaction, of course, when the phone rang and Haley said, Dad, we've been in a bad accident. It's, you know, your stomach starts churning and you're really scared. And I asked her if she was okay, and she said yes, but Sierra wasn't. So I wasn't sure what to think. It just didn't take long. I was in the truck and on the way.
Well, I couldn't believe when he woke me up, and I just sat right up, and you know, you just come like out of a sound sleep and into full attention, and I got on the phone with Haley, and you know, it's like your worst nightmare. You know, it's the last thing you want to have is that call from your child, and everybody dreads that may happen to them someday.
I just remember watching straight out the windshield and just of us rolling, and then we ended up landing up on the fence post. And I threw my door open, and the second I got out of the car, I just started running down the road. But I turned around to look at her, and she, like, crawled out and pretty much just collapsed on the ground and was barely responsive. And that was probably the scariest part, was not knowing what happened to her.
I think one of the first feelings I had was, you know, it's probably one of those experiences that she did need to live through in order for her to understand how important it is to be more careful, because I felt like she was starting to get a little bit overconfident behind the wheel and probably driving a little faster than she should.
Giving us the experience and helping us reach out to others.
Yeah, Haley and I weren't seriously injured in the accident, and when we see people seriously injured in accidents, it makes us just really want to speak out to other people and educate them about distracted driving and just help other people who do distracted driving.